Hello, everybody. Hello, Darcy.
Hi, Jemima.
Hi. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Awakened Positive Power, where Darcy Mata, beautiful Darcy Mata, and myself, Jemima Godsoul, talk to you regarding topics of depression, mental health awareness, and suicide prevention. Yes, every week I say heavy topics, but what we're trying to do here is normalize the conversation surrounding these topics, just to make sure we know we're not alone, and that big feelings, small feelings, whatever the feeling may be, it is totally acceptable, and we all go through them. Some experiences a bit more extreme than others,
Yeah,
others not. But we can't compare our stories to each other's in a way, because one person's level of trauma or tragedy or even happiness is a totally different experience, but it still equals the same emotion. So we're not trying to compare any stories or tales or anything. Which what we're trying to see is that we all end up having the same sort of feelings, and that we can embrace each other and love each other that way. And by the way, just before we get going, there is a 1-800 number below. Please read the disclaimer. If there is anyone you know out there or yourself who needs help and you'd like to remain anonymous, there is that 1-800 number. And don't be afraid, and if you have any questions, queries, or concerns, you can always write a question to us here. We are just your friends in this. We're coming from a friend point of view, from our own experience. So it's not like we can be psychologists for you, but we're here with an open eyes and heart and
and
ears.
support. Lots and lots of loving support.
Definitely, definitely. I
So,
mean, and Darcy and I here, I know this heals us each a lot every week. So just amazing, just talking can have a profound experience on just the moment in this moment in time.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm finding it's incredibly important to talk, and I'll try not to babble though. Anyway,
Well, sometimes that goes with it. It just happens. But you're right. I mean, when you sit at home and you ruminate and stew and isolate, and then everything compounds inside your brain and becomes maybe bigger, uglier, darker than what you can handle. So by talking it out, it just releases the energy. I need to get somebody on this who does tapping. I really
yeah,
like EFT. I use it a lot. Emotional freedom technique where you do the tapping because when you are really, really overwhelmed, tapping just helps so much. It helps so much to tap out that
it's amazing.
energy.
I just watched last night a documentary on tapping, and then you bring it up.
Oh,
It,
wow.
Darcy and I so much.
Bye.
It's like yesterday was last week we're wearing the same jewels. This week we're talking about tapping. But that is, and I really was amazed at um, the the results that happen with people who through their experience with tapping. Like it was really, and I got a sort of 7-minute tapping exercise to do that I want to experience and see how it works with me, sort of thing, with a certain emotional thing that I have trouble with, but
Yeah,
just was, thank God, this is just, yeah, an incredible tool, another tool to sort of put under your belt for helping you
I'll
during
tell
this.
you. Yeah, and if anybody's watching, you can look up EFT or emo free. They have a lot of websites. I learned tapping from Melissa Tears, who's a hypnotherapist in New York, and I really like her style of doing tapping. I really like her. I mean, I've also learned it from different people, but I really took the most from her with how she is very expressive with it. She doesn't get too, hung up about doing it exactly so. It's very freeing, and I like to do it with children too, children who are experiencing trauma and being overwhelmed. Um, my own kid, he was in a car accident when he was a little kid. Somebody was driving, babysitting, and bringing him. Oh, my computer is going to go to sleep soon, and so I couldn't get him back in the car. I could
Oh
not
no.
get him back in the car. So I tapped on him for him because he was so little, and I would tap along with him and ensured so we could get him back into the car, get him back going again. That was a
That's a
big ordeal. Oh my goodness.
bless,
That
poor little one.
poor little guy.
And Das, how would you say we were thinking of talking today, guys, about holidays? That
Mhm.
beautiful, because it can be such a beautiful thing for some people, and a lot of people find it a very difficult time. Um, would you say tapping is a tool to deal with sort of emotional trauma during this sort of period?
Yeah.
Tools you could use. How would you,
How would I
in
use
this,
it?
yeah, how would you use it?
I would say that, when you're thinking, oh my gosh, I got to go over to so and so's house, and those big feelings come up. Or, oh my gosh, everybody's coming over to my house, and those big feelings come up. Or, oh, I have nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I don't want to go anywhere. Or, I don't feel like eating. Or, I'm going to sit here with this big freaking carton of ice cream and just down it, right?
Yeah.
Those are all great things to tap on. So, sometimes when you're by yourself, you think, I'm not going to get a Christmas tree for myself, or I'm not going to go to church by myself, or I don't want to go to synagogue over Hanukkah, or whatever your, family tradition is. Sometimes that's where the pressure comes from, is we think we have to recreate our family traditions, and sometimes they were not good traditions, and so it brings up all of that garbage, right? And sometimes they were beautiful, but now they're not here.
Yeah.
So these things come up. So anytime there's a overwhelming feeling, you can tap on it. Even though I'm sitting here in my kitchen all by myself with a huge carton of ice cream and nobody around, and I'm feeling like I'm just going to eat it all and get sick to my stomach, I deeply and completely love and appreciate myself. And even though I'm sitting here in the kitchen and I'm eating this ice cream or whatever. So, yeah, you can use it for anything. You get worried about your bank account. Oh my
Can
God,
I?
I don't have any money to buy presents. Even though my bank account is pretty skinny and I don't have anything to buy, money to buy presents with, I deeply and completely, you can go that way too.
And can I ask? Is there a certain, like, how long do you do a session with yourself for? Like, how do you know? Just say you find out the points of the trigger points. How long do you spend doing a session, and how often? Like, is this? Because I mean, I could be tapping the whole holiday.
Yeah, you could. And why not? I mean, you could also be crying the whole holiday, or you could also be drinking the whole holiday, or you could also be, sleeping in your bed with the covers over your head the whole holiday.
It's true.
So,
Yeah.
what I say is you make your statement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tap your karate chop point, and you make your statement, and you try to narrow it down to what that big feeling is. You acknowledge, like, I feel really like garbage right now, or I feel really bad right now. And so, even though I'm sitting here feeling really, really bad, I deeply and completely love and appreciate myself, and I'm willing to start tapping, even though I'm feeling really bad. So now you just go bad, 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 bad. And then you get here, you say, even though I'm feeling bad, it's not mine. I don't need this anymore. This feeling of bad is not mine. I don't need it anymore. I'm willing to let this go. I'm willing to let this feeling, this bad feeling go. I'm letting it go, 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 go. I mean, that's just a really quick one. So you feel your body calm down. And if it
Okay.
doesn't calm down, do it again. Do it 5 times. I'm telling you, your body will change. Your
I
body
think
will change.
it's
And then
amazing.
you go out and you'll make another choice to do something totally different. Well, heck, okay, I'm feeling better. So what can I do instead? I think I'm going to watch a movie. I think I'm going to call a friend. I think I'll go to the grocery store. Maybe I'll go for a run. Maybe I'll go for a walk.
And is it truly instant gratification type thing, or instant? Because last night's documentary, it seemed to be relatively, some people obviously more than others, was instantly sort of made a difference, made an obvious difference. And I was thinking, these guys aren't acting. Like, I was really trying to go, I think, because it was like unreal, as in fantastically unreal. I was
Yeah.
thinking, that's powerful. Then why don't we all freaking do it? Why are we all tapping everywhere? You know what I mean? Like, what? It's one of those secret things that people don't know about. Like, why? If
I don't
so, you
think
said,
it's really common. I think that, our I think that it's becoming more understood. It's more used. We're still stuck in that cognitive therapy, go to your therapist, have your session, go home. and do your homework type of thing. We're still stuck there. And so one of the reasons you're doing your journey to document alternative healing is, is because you're finding that there are all these different things.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
and as a hypnotherapist, if you come to me because you want to quit smoking, or you come to me because you want to quit eating ice cream, or you come to me because you've been pulling your hair or biting your nails, or you just got a divorce, or you can't sleep at night, or whatever. Um, Oftentimes I teach tapping.
Okay, okay.
I always teach it to children because I you can do you can let them tell their story this way. They tell their own story. So they
Mm,
start tapping and they get to verbalize their story and they love it. It's called tell the
wow,
story technique. And they start
wow,
tapping and they talk, right? Whereas they might not have spoken before, right?
wow.
Right. And then it kind of changes, it shifts. It
That's
gets the
amazing.
it gets your brain and your emotions to let go of that grasp.
Yeah, and they've said it. It's a lot. The 20% is conscious mind, and 80% is unconscious. So you're tapping into the unconscious reality of where your true thoughts are, like what's really stemming in. That's what I was thinking last night. I was thinking, oh wow, that's so powerful. Like how funny, like the conscious mind is like 20%, and then we have the rest of it is like knowing. Oh, that's why the instinct, trust your instinct, all that sort of thing is. But I can see how kids must get that freedom and how that feeling, because I know just doing this, it stirs that physical sensation. It's like a vibrator. It's like it feels that. I don't know, you feel your body starting to buzz when you do the tapping, and it's so it has to stimulate you in a different way.
Yeah.
And I guess hypnotherapy in a way where it sort of transform or trances you into a different state of connection with your mind as well as your body.
Well,
I, I
it breaks it breaks the trance. Look, we're all in a trance all the time. It's whether or not you're in a good trance or a bad trance. So when you go into your depression, you're basically in a bad trance because you're
mm-hmm.
sitting there repeating. I always say there's two kind of ways of thinking. There's loop thinking, where you keep replaying something over and over. I should have said it this way. Why didn't I do this? How come I did that? Where you just keep replaying it in a loop almost. And then there's the distracted thinking. Oh, I gotta go here. I should have done this. Why didn't I call them? I gotta go do that now. Oh, I forgot to do this. Oh my gosh, I just can't deal with this person. And then you throw the emotions into all of that, right? And so the tapping breaks up whichever pattern you're stuck in.
Okay, I see. I see.
It breaks it up. And also, yeah, I would say this is how I look at the conscious and the subconscious. So imagine a ship at sea, and you're the captain on the ship at sea. Okay? There you are, and your conscious mind is your ship, and you're trying to steer it. And your subconscious is the sea and the ocean. And you're in here, it feels like there's something in your subconscious that's creating a storm, and you're insisting on trying to drive the boat in this direction. But really, you got to go with the current, go somewhere else. So you got to get the conscious mind and the subconscious mind on the same path, calm sea, get it, bring it all down, bring it all down.
But that's like with the spiritual path I'm on. I read a lot that when you feel uncomfortable, you're on the wrong path, possibly. Don't just take that, guys, as a general statement, because that's not all the time. But if
Right.
you're feeling stressed and distressed and you feel uncomfortable in your environment and things just aren't working out and blah blah blah, there's a constant ripple effect of negative things around you in your environment and your psyche, then you're not in tune with your unconscious, or the other way around. So that's the sort of same thing. So when you find that calm place and everything just sort of falls into place and you're like, oh, so that's the sort of connection between the conscious and the unconscious, where you flow.
You're
I
in
see.
flow. Exactly. You're in flow. Your chi, your body energy, your mind, body, spirit, your thoughts, your desires, your moment is in flow. Absolutely. And if you're fearful, if you're in a situation and you're fearful, fear is a wonderful tool that's telling you to listen. You got to listen to yourself if you're fearful. If you're uncomfortable, that means that something is happening inside, and it's asking you to pay
Yeah,
attention.
yeah. Pay
What's going
attention.
on? Pay
Totally,
attention. Yeah,
totally.
yeah,
We forget,
definitely.
get the power of our unconscious, or there we go, because it's so big, but also our intuition, like it susses out these things and knows way before, or no, it knows the truth of what's going on. I don't know if truth is the right word. It knows the foundation of the, what would you say? Yeah, it
I would
knows
say your subconscious does know the truth.
the truth.
Your
Okay, yeah,
subconscious has your own answers,
yeah,
has
yeah.
your own truth, but
For
it can
oneself.
also have a lot of misinformation.
Yeah, that's the
So,
trouble, isn't it? You get confused. I know I've gotten confused in my fragile state, especially during depression, where I don't
that-
know if I can,
that's the
what I can.
conscious mind. The
Yeah,
conscious mind gets confused.
but then my unconscious mind. But I think that was maybe because the drugs influenced me. I
Yeah,
wasn't just fuzzed. But although, you know what? Although I have to still say my unconscious mind was still rallying for living, still
yes,
rallying a way out, like how to get. I knew it was dangerous, knew what was going to happen, was
yes.
practical in terms of this is going to cause me death. This is not right. And but there was no. Yeah, I see. Yeah, gosh, it's heavy. Now, Das, another
But
tool. Oh
I
yeah.
was going to also tell you, the subconscious, when you're a kid and you're growing up, you're given a lot of information, good and bad, good and bad, good and bad. And a kid absorbs all their information. They just
Yeah,
absorb it, right? The subconscious mind is always learning, always absorbing information. The
mm-hmm,
conscious mind is the part of you that's trying to suss things out,
mm-hmm.
trying to figure out what it needs to know, what it needs to understand, how to make choices. If it's got too much of the wrong information stored in there, then it's hard to make those choices. And
Yeah, I
then,
see.
then sometimes we go into self destructive behavior because the subconscious is trying to get us to act out, to listen to ourselves. There's all sorts of things that's going on between those two. So, tapping can help as you do the tapping, you
Okay.
go from layer to layer to layer. It helps you talk it out, move it through your conscious mind, and release the emotions that get attached to the thoughts. This is the tricky part
Yeah,
because
yeah,
every thought has a feeling.
yeah.
Subtle is significant. Small
Mm-hmm.
feeling, big feeling, doesn't matter. Do you
Of
like
course.
Starbucks coffee? Yes or no? It's all feeling in there,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so it's when it gets too attached and too big, that's when we have a problem.
Now with tapping too, just a question out of interest. I know you can do it by yourself. I mean, that's like you don't have to be with a therapist or anything,
Right.
which is wonderful. One of those tools that you can do self healing with. But
Yeah.
would you suggest, is it, could you record yourself doing it and watch and listen to yourself running back, or is that not part of the drill? Like, is it meant to be live and in the moment and doesn't matter? Like, you don't not meant to analyze it afterwards, seeing or hearing what you've gone through as a progress of learning with it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I'm thinking
I don't know if it would be
beneficial.
necessary. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, because it's going to change all the time. And what you're really trying to do is get it out of you, get it out,
right.
get it out. So I don't know if you really want to go back to that way of phrasing things and talking about things. The crux of what you're working on is going to surface, and you're going to go, oh yeah, I really got to deal with you know I got to deal with that person. I never deal with that person. Or I got to deal with that issue. I never dealt with that issue. And then you can tap on that issue. And as you tap on that issue, you go, oh, yeah, it really is that person. I'm going to go back and tap on that person. And, kind of keep ping ponging it. So it's going to be different. I don't think there's a need to go watch yourself.
Right,
You,
right, yeah.
you know, kind of
Um,
do it and let it go.
that's a pretty amazing tool. So it looks like we're talking about tools today with holidays. That's a good one. I like this.
I think we need tools with holidays, right?
I know a whole lot. I'm going to be you're going to see me tapping everywhere.
Yeah.
I know one tool though. I fortunately last week I was become in my depression and I've come out of it this week. But one of my very difficult, but seeing the process of it, and thank God it was only a 2-week bout of depression.
Mhm.
Still not feeling my best, but I had to start classes this week today.
Yay, congratulations.
I'm a fitness instructor, guys, if you don't know that. Pilates boot camp, and I'm actually starting Kundalini yoga now as well. And I haven't done live classes since the beginning of COVID. So
Right.
is that not freaky? Is that
That,
not freaky? And that's a long time ago. And that's what I spent the last like 15 years before that, or not 15, 10 years before that, doing live classes. That was the way I lived my living. So it's amazing, amazing, and what a boost in just the energy in life, the interaction with people, the energy they give you. Oh my God! Now this is a tool. Let alone, I'm not being an instructor, but just action in your body, like, and being with people who are non-judgmental, just there for healing for themselves as well as encouragement for each other. I mean, being the instructor, it was just wonderful. I felt it was so different too. I felt a lot more, ironically, because I was still in my depression this morning. I woke up going, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. I feel like I'm so messed up. I'm so bad. I'm a bad person. All this sort of stuff, which is still real. But I thought, it's my job. I have to go, and I'm not going to, let them down. And oh my God, what a powerful experience, because I felt a lot more, I had to be much more in control of how I was going to teach, because I was feeling fragile. I was feeling like I've got to be really slow with my words, don't ramble, don't just make sure I'm really concise with my directions so they can understand, and also to help them, not let alone them, but also to make sure I know that I'm teaching the right thing, the right directional thing for their bodies. They're working with their
yeah.
bodies. Pilates class this morning and a spin class tonight. Oh my God, being back on the bikes, woohoo! But my God, it was amazing boost of self-confidence, in terms of having only had interacted via Zoom the last year and a half, which is fantastic, guys. If you're watching this, I love you. You kept me alive. You're amazing. But what a difference having this live heartbeat next to you and seeing it be able to actually go and help them move their body in the correct way. And then with the spin class, my God, I love spin classes. And these guys kicked it. I didn't know this group. This is my first class in this gym here. And they were like different ages, small class. And I'm used to a big one at, in California. It was a really big studio stadium. And these guys kicked it, and they were so into it. And so like, I felt their energy. I'm going, and this interfacing energy and the physical sweating, crying, laughing, woohoos, was such a tool for me. I know, just to get even, it just shifted me whole. Such a big amount today, I noticed, with my depression. And granted, I was still doing classes during my depression relatively. I did take 3 days off last week because I was just couldn't do it. But how important it is, a tool for me, is to move the body, even if it's a walk, guys, even if it's just getting up and stretching, even that interaction between someone and seeing them glowing and you glowing, just that whole, you're all there for the same reason, is to help yourself, help oneself. No, they're not there for you. You know what I mean? They're there for themselves. So it's a beautiful place to be in terms of being with these people who are there for themselves, and as an instructor, to encourage them and to uplift their amazing self for turning up into class.
That's the whole point of being human, and that, it's a really great point to bring up, Jemima, because that's what the pandemic, I think, really amplified, is that when we are in isolation and when we spend all this time inside by ourselves on our electronics, like we're doing now, and we lose touch with our humanity. We lose touch with, we are social animals. We are social animals, and we are solar animals. We are not night animals. And I think a lot of our work and our lifestyles puts us in cycles that are a deterrent to our emotional life, our thought process, and so to find a really healthy, supportive human experience is just what it's at. It's just so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the thing with fitness, I think, which I really recognized, I know it sounds funny coming from an instructor's point of view, because it's just like, duh, but it had been so long having face-to-face, that's reminding myself that they were there for them, and how powerful. And it's so hard sometimes just to get to the gym or get to a class or do something for yourself, and they had done that. And I said, no, you're already winners, just turning up. Like, it doesn't matter, and you are here for you. And how inspiring is that, like, to be a part of your journey, to heal yourself, to release tension, to get better muscles, to have another ice cream after class, whatever it may be.
Whatever your goal.
Yeah. I would say we can eat more after this. Yay. that's my reason. But it was just a profound, like, a reminder. I mean, I haven't had that. I mean, I have these amazing classes online, and they're incredible clients. And I can't wait till we all can have a class together in face to face, because I can feel them. They've given me so much strength, and I love them, their passion, their commitment. But it's just so different, such a different experience. And it was such an honor. And I just think, yeah, real tool to clearing the mind, opening up, sweating it out. It shifted me at least 60% today in two classes.
Oh, she froze. Oh, darn.
To my normal, amazing, like amazing, So highly recommend that as a tool too, guys. And we can tap
Yeah.
during class. Man, we be walking out there. Woohoo!
Well, you know what? If you're having a resistance going to class, tap on going, right? Even though I want to go to class and I feel like I can't and I don't know how to get myself there and I feel like a big blob and I'm so frustrated and angry, I deeply and completely love and appreciate myself. Even though I can't get myself in class and I'm going to do it anyway, I feel like a blob and I feel like garbage and I don't know how to get myself to class. I'm going to try anyway because I deeply and completely love and appreciate myself. Even though I have to go to class and I don't know how to get myself in the car to get myself to the gym, but I'm going to do it anyway because I deeply and completely love and appreciate myself. Going to the gym, going to the gym, going to the gym, going to the gym. I'm going to the gym and I don't care. I'm letting it go. I don't need to stress about it. I'm letting it go. I don't need this anymore. It's not mine. It doesn't serve me. I'm going to the gym. I don't care about caring about it. I don't need it anymore. It doesn't serve me. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. Letting it go. Bye bye.
Beautiful. I want to go to the gym now. I felt it.
That's me
amazing.
doing it really fast. I mean,
Yeah,
of course, that's not the depth of it. But the idea is that's a perfect example. That's a perfect example.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention, guys, if you can't go to the gym, please don't think that you have to get to a gym. I just need to point this out. Go online and do something for yourself. Just get your body moving. I don't want to make you feel bad because you go, but I can't, and the tapping doesn't work, or whatever it may happen. Just get your body moving, even if it means
Outside,
getting up.
go for a walk, right?
All I'm saying, my experience is the example of interaction, but I'm just talking about really the profound tool of moving your body. Like, it's beautiful. And if it's so hard just to get out of bed to the toilet, just get out of bed and go for a little walk around, halfway around the block. Like, I swear to God. And then you'll probably go, oh, I got to walk the full block. Oh my God. And then you want to keep walking a little more. And just give yourself that little option of everything's shifting in your body, and then your mind shifts, and then your spirit shifts. And then who knows what happens on that walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And sometimes if I can't even do that, I'll put on music to inspire me, right? So I have these songs that
another tool, yes.
Yeah, music is a big one. So, if I really need to move my body and I haven't been moving it, I will definitely find my playlist of move it music. Because sometimes that's the only thing that will get me going. I work a lot and so I get really tired because I'm working all the time. So to get myself get out and go do something when I've been out all day is really challenging. That's challenging.
Yeah, I mean, but, then what better way to move your body than put on your own music in your own home and dance and boogie, like, just move, move your body. Even if you're doing the laundry or getting a vacuuming, like, it's still moving your body, but put a little groove into it, put your best songs on, especially around now, guys. I mean, I'm just thinking about, don't have to blast Christmas carols, or maybe you want to, or holiday carols, whatever it may be. But, just playing, you can still get in the spirit of, because I think collectively we feel like Sundays, we feel that shift in the day of the week. We feel everyone relaxing and chilling out. You just can't help but feel collectively as a universe, the people falling into a holiday mode. And, the twinkles, lights, the carols, the movies on television, possibly the people around you, the holidays that are going on. So, I mean, just put on whatever music you want, and you can still sort of celebrate the end of the year, or celebrate your own celebration of people, the universe coming in together as in your own way. I don't know, just somehow remember you're not alone. That's all.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, because spirit is always with you.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, there's somebody somewhere for you. Never completely alone. I mean, I'm really glad that I've stepped up my spiritual practice. That's the other thing COVID gave me was to step up my spiritual practice that was really sorely lacking for a while there. And every morning I light my candles every morning, and it helps me think of other people. I'm
Yeah.
lighting this candle, I light this one for Jemima, I light this one for, Rioma, I light this one for, right, all my friends. I light different candles for people. If somebody calls me and says, "Oh, so and so is really having a hard time," I have my healing candle. I put one for those or one for this person. But what it really does is it reminds me that my thoughts going outward to others makes me not feel alone.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
I need everything to come to me. But when I take my thoughts about others out of
Mm.
myself, then
Mm.
I feel less lonely.
That's a
If
beautiful point.
right?
Beautiful. Yeah.
So I think of my friends in, up in Oregon or Washington or New York or Japan or in Italy or wherever they are, they're far away, and just sending them a thought, sending them some energy. It really makes me feel not alone by thinking of them and
Yeah.
sending that way, right?
That's a beautiful way of looking at it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because as you're saying that, I was thinking of, because I do the same as you with my morning and bless everyone. And it really does. It's such a beautiful connection, and it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside and
Yeah,
grateful for
it does.
everyone I have, when I know. So that really is true. You never, it's not about them coming to you, it's about you connecting with them through your blessings. And it really, yeah, I didn't even think how warm that makes me feel. And that really, I'm not ever alone, even though I know I'm not alone, but I know some people might feel alone. But it's amazing. I never saw that's how strong a perspective that can have on it. Wow.
Yeah,
Mm.
and then when you're suffering a loss at the holiday, somebody who is not there, I keep moving my computer, somebody who's not there with you, who has been with you in the past, and now they're not physically with you, uh, they are in your heart.
Of course, of course.
They're in your heart. And when you have great loving thoughts of them, you feel your body respond to it, and you realize that they are in your heart. They are with you energetically.
Completely.
And you stop feeling that complete separation, and you
Yeah.
start to realize that we are energetically connected, even though we might not physically be right there. And so
Yeah.
that sending that loving thought towards somebody else is a way of, yeah, making you feel them
Well,
with.
yeah, sorry, yeah, I was just thinking of like when I've been away from my mom and my sister and my dad, he's passed, for so many years, but we had it was a very close knit family. And just because of many reasons I can't afford to really go back and forth to Australia, but anyway, it's we have, I mean, we always had a close emotional bond anyway, but that's such a true thing. Like we've learned to see how we are energetically connected. There is no doubt about it. Like, and even more so around holidays and birthdays and excuses to ring each other type thing. You feel, I mean, like that sort of, I can tell when mum's going to ring type thing, but I feel her heart on mine increase. Like I feel her hug still, even more so than when I was a rebellious teenager,
Sure.
feel that love and her. And I know when she's in church because I feel her energy around me. And even dad, even though it's past, I can feel him when he comes in and and says hello. And I can feel my sister, and it's fantastic. And my mum and my sister are still healthy and alive, and it's an amazing connection that we are energetically connected across the world, from America to Australia, and it has gotten stronger and stronger and stronger because I think we grow up and I know I believe more, and I'm out of drugs and all that sort of stuff. So, but it's really a beautiful sort of reminder, guys, that there we are. If someone is not here with you physically present or even has passed away, that energy is forever existing, forever. Like my dad is so strong sometimes over me. Sometimes I'm like, Dad, and I get like, oh my god, I can't believe he sees me. Oh my god, I can't believe he knows I'm doing this. And this is nothing, just silly little things, but like I just laugh, going, damn it. Damn it. And it's beautiful, and I know he's chuckling with me. It's just to remind yourself that there's never an end to any beautiful, energetic relationship you have with someone you love.
Right, absolutely. It's definitely there. And you put your mind towards them, You know,
Mhm.
if you're feeling lonely that they're not with you, then you take a moment, light a candle or put a something pretty out, a flower or something and say, "This is for you, my friend or my loved one." And really think about them there, and it makes you feel so much more connected. So it really helps me, stops me from feeling lonely. Absolutely it does. Yeah, because my friends are very far away.
I know the feeling. And even you and I here, like I feel your energetic connection is a huge influence, even though we're on Zoom, and
Yeah.
I still feel far away from you, but so close to you sometimes. Like it's funny. It's just like, thank God, you know. There's just it's a just remember that, guys. And as Darcy said, like such an important thing. If you're feeling alone, think of them, not thinking you're alone because you don't know who's thinking of you. Well, you do really, but start with thinking of
Of
them, wanting to receive that it's like you get happy from making someone else happy, that same sort of energy, you get the joy from giving to others. So like, yeah, it's
I
another
told you
tool, guys.
I told you that story. That's what I do with my little kids, right? Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they say, "I miss my mom, I want my daddy," I make them put their hand on their heart and I say, "Remember where you got that heart? You got it from your mom or your dad. Is it beating? Let's find out." "Oh, yeah, it's beating." "Oh, that means they're going to come back and get you. That means they're coming back. As long as your heart beats, and your heart will always beat because for a kid, always is always, right?
For a
So
long time.
for a long so you just say, yeah, your heart is going to beat forever, and that means your mommy and daddy will always come back. And so they kind of get really in the groove with that, and you know, it's energetically the right thing to tell them. It really is energetically because they realize that they're so connected and that they're not, they're not experiencing separation or loss. That they're,
Yeah.
you're everything is all inside of you all the time.
Every time you talk about like your your kids and what you some of the tools you use with them, I swear to God, I want to come to your classes as the kid.
Not
Like
today.
it's, I know, I'm like,
Let me just,
man, you're
Miss
awesome.
Darcy was at the end of a rope, and she picked up one little boy and put him here, and one little boy and
Oh,
put him here. And
uh-uh.
you're having to pause, relax, pause, reset. You pause and reset.
And did they?
They looked at me like, I'm like, shh, your pause is not over. And then I went, okay, you really took a good pause. What are you going to do now? Something different? Okay, go. It's like, I
And
really,
it's another tool as adults or children, that pause moment, when you're feeling a little out of control or stressed or interacting with someone, just that pause, take a pause, take
I'll
that
tell you,
pause.
it helped me not get mad at them. I didn't sit there and go, stop.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You cannot
exactly.
do
That
that.
amazing. Yeah, 'cause you yourself took the pause as well, so you're perfect. I mean, and that's such a good tool, guys, too. I'm going to use that a lot, I think, too,
You
because it's
know,
just that
Jemima,
license to
it's
speak.
awesome. Write down the word pause and put it somewhere. Because
Yep.
when you start to get really like emotionally overwhelmed or your thought process is going in the wrong direction and it's going into those negative thought processes, just say, I need to pause. I need to pause and reset myself. Maybe my pause is going to be a 15-minute pause. Fine. I think I'll do a 15-minute meditation. Or maybe I'll
Yeah.
do some tapping. But I really need to pause. And just by
Oh,
pausing just that much, it stops
yeah.
the machine of getting you into the black hole. That black hole. Brr. Ugh.
Yeah. I know
The
it's such a dark place. It's an easy black hole to be in over the holidays, which it's understandable. People have so many different mixed emotions around holidays, and just take that pause and be kind to yourself. I really think we're so tough on ourselves. I was saying to my clients today, as Das and I often say, treat yourself like your best friend. Like treat your lover or your mother or your father, someone who you really love and care for. And I know, sadly, I hate to say, I probably know I'm correct in saying that you treat them beautifully, but that you don't treat yourself half as well.
right.
And it's so sad, but
We treat our
we really
cars
need to take
better
that
than we treat
pause to.
ourselves.
Yeah, I know it's ridiculous. My cat, definitely my cat. But that's okay. It's my cat. I mean, that's okay. I mean, that's a nice, your puppy dogs, but
Yeah,
yeah, just take that license to pause and be gentle with yourself. Like that's so true. It's so, you know what though? I'm just thinking it's hard in the moment
yeah,
because I was thinking about the depression last week. And all these tools and things. One knows all these tools and things. I have my little basket, my little pot full of gold. And when I get into it, I forget it all.
yeah,
A few things. I'm still doing my ritual, which is before I used to do nothing. So now I've got my ritual and but it's like what happens? When how do we use those tools when like I'm so conscious of using tools and I just forgot about any of them.
yeah.
You
Sure. I
know what I
mean,
mean? Like
oh yeah, when you get depressed, you just don't want to hear anybody tell you anything. It's like, shut up.
not anything. Yeah. So I mean,
Don't tell me
you
anything.
just so yeah, exactly. I mean,
Right.
I think just go through the process of the depression and then yeah, because otherwise if I know I would feel bad too if I said, oh, I'll do that and then I don't. I'll go, oh, I'm suck even more. You know what I mean? Like beat myself up even more. A good excuse to ruin my self-esteem even more.
And
So I
you know
guess just go give
what?
yourself the license.
Give yourself a break, but also remember everything takes practice. It takes practice.
Yeah, yeah, true.
We've been practicing the negative. We've been practicing the depression. We've been practicing the self abuse. We're really good at it. We've been practicing all the yuck for a long time. So, yeah, when you get back into it, you want to go back into your old patterns of negative thinking or negative behavior, right? The self-abuse or whatever it is. And that's why, put stuff up around your house. Take a pause, reset yourself. Remember
Yeah,
tapping.
yeah. I
You
see.
put things up around your house. You've got your music playlist, you've got your candles, and you look at it, and even if you do
No way
just,
to forget that.
yes, and even if you do just a little tiny bit of it, or the magic, call a friend, call somebody.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
can't even tap,
yeah.
you cannot listen to music, if you can't pause, take a deep breath, or meditate, if any of your stuff that you've been working on, you just don't want to hear about it, call somebody. That's when you need to reach out and do that human connection again because it's hard for us to do it for ourselves by ourselves sometimes. But that's why we have the
You
phone.
just call
Yeah, there you go.
out my name
There you go.
and I'll be wherever I can. I love that song. But yeah, it's so true.
Yeah.
Hey Das,
Hey,
it's that
Jemima.
time. I'm going to spring you with a question. Will you do it? Yeah, will you do a question, a tarot or a little card pull for us, or a
Sure,
meditation or anything that inspires you right now?
sure.
Yay! I know we forgot to discuss it. Guys, I always forget to ask her before, like what she'd like to do. I feel like such a meanie because I just spring her at the end. I go, yeah. Although you should be used to it by now.
I should
We've done
be,
about like 70 talks, so
but today
you
I
should be, but we're not.
work. And so today my brain
Um,
is kind
yeah, sorry. Are you okay? You don't
of,
have to. We can do. We
woo,
can.
no, no. So let's think of for a second here. Yeah, okay.
Beautiful. I'll keep singing, and I'll be wherever you can. I'll
So
come
you have to
running.
do that, Jemima.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I mean, it's really lovely that you are. Yeah, I really
Everyone's
appreciate
like,
that.
shut up.
We really appreciate you. We do.
Yeah, I know. I know. Everyone cuts off now.
It's like goodbye.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
So shut up. All right.
So,
I know. I got to practice. I know.
what's the? You gotta practice that song. Add that to your bag of tricks.
Yeah, I will. My tools.
What is it that we want to ask about? We want to ask about the holidays. We want to ask about
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Holidays.
holidays. We just want to
About
say,
how, yeah, about holidays. I'm not quite
how do we feel about
inspire us for the holidays.
we need a little we need a little support. The holidays are coming.
Yes.
We need a little support. How do we want to go about experiencing the holidays this year? Who can support us? How about that? We need a little support with
Okay.
our holiday activities, our holiday mindset, our understanding of the
Mhm.
holidays. Oh,
Oh, so a book comes out.
I know
We've only
that.
got 10 minutes,
Oh,
Dars.
Angel! We got to talk to everybody. All the animal. We got to talk. Well, that's kind of maybe that's what it means. It's the holidays. Put something out for everybody. You know, put it out for
Yes,
every.
true.
Let's
One for each of us.
for every animal you can think of,
That's
every
funny.
angel you can think of, and every deity from every religion. Just kind of line it all up there, and then you have it covered. You're definitely not alone.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so
It's got our support.
a lot of support there. I pulled rabbit. Okay, and I'm using
Rabbit? Oh, wow. Okay.
okay, and so I'm using again
Card.
today Diana Cooper's Oracle cards,
Oh,
Archangel
beautiful. Love.
Archangel
Yep.
Animal cards. So I pulled rabbit.
Beautiful.
And rabbit
Absolutely gorgeous card.
right? Isn't that beautiful? I love rabbits. Uh,
Beautiful.
and it says
Yeah, me too.
recognize your significance.
Bum, 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 people! Come on! Recognize your significance. We're talking
Significant.
about like how we feel inside in regards to holidays. We're all significant. That's beautiful. I love it.
That's
Okay,
beautiful.
little bunny rabbit. Come on, bring us some good
Come on,
news.
bunny. Let's hear what it's supposed to tell us. Come on, bunny.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's recognize your significance. Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel. So, about rabbits. Pure, warm hearted rabbits originate from Orion. They heal hearts with wisdom as well as love. Every sentient being emits sounds. We're talking about music, right? And singing. Every sentient being emits sounds that together create the song of the earth. Currently, Earth is discordant. However, Lady Gaia, not Lady Gaga, Lady Gaia sings her true tune, and the rabbits hear this. Part of the rabbit's soul mission is to relay these notes through their energy fields in order to bring everything into harmonic alignment. Their aim is to
Oh,
enable
wow.
to ascend graciously. Rabbits have a huge and important soul mission. They spread purity, clarity, and joy wherever they go because they carry sacred geometric wisdom in their auras. And the angels sing harmonics over them. As a result, through these furry little creatures, angel sonics spread over the land where they live. Archangel Sanda
Mm.
understands the music of the spheres, where the harmonics of creation, which is the harmonics of creations. Through the rabbits, he and Archangel Gabriel attune the song of the earth with the music of the spheres to hold in place the seventh dimensional blueprint for Earth. When you bring yourself into alignment, you emit a melodious tune. So cute because you were just singing. The wisdom of the rabbits suggests you watch your thoughts and actions. Make sure they are pure, light, and loving. Speak or hum or sing with the intention of being in harmony of the song of the earth. Know your contribution is helping the entire universe to align in right divine order. Um, if you think if you hold or think about a rabbit, you will get you will get light showering over you and blessings over you. You may feel that your efforts are insignificant, but in the vastness of the universe, they are noted and it is appreciated by everyone. We do feel like,
Yeah.
my little bit of energy is whatever, but everything ripples.
Yes. Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yep.
you told
And it
that.
makes us all once again feel
So we were talking about music. So one of my favorite
like
songs right now is Freedom by John Baptiste that just came out. John Baptiste. I think he's on Stephen
I haven't
Colbert.
heard it yet.
Oh, beautiful song, Freedom. When I move my body like this, I feel like freedom. I suggest everybody listen to it. It'll get you up and going.
Okay.
It's very joyful.
Okay.
Um, and
Good.
there's so much beautiful music out there. So sing, sing, sing this holiday season. If you're
Yeah.
by yourself,
Yeah. And it
put
doesn't matter if you can't sing like me. Just sing. I know what yeah, anyway. That's a whole other topic. Um anyway, listen, guys, we're on I think two more times before Christmas. God, Christmas is around the corner, holiday period, etc. So we'll be keeping on chatting. So thank you, everyone. We'll don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Darcy, thank you so much. What a great conversation again with tools and tapping and movement and everything. I hope this helps anyone and everyone out there,
if
and
you have
especially
a
us.
comment, write it to us. We will
Yeah,
talk about
yeah,
your comment. Somebody actually wrote me a comment the other day about some old TV show I did a long, long time ago. It was really nice to hear from somebody. I really appreciated that. So yeah,
it's amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
we will talk about new
keep it
topics.
coming, people.
Yeah,
And we love you. Thank you, Darcy. You're
love you,
beautiful. I love you. We love you.
Love
Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye.